Greetings and welcome back to the channel, and welcome once again to 2064. This is in fact the full version, not just a demo, so yay for that. And we jump right back into the retro gaming action, looking for clues to the disappearance of Hayden. Pictures of Hayden travelling all over the world. Working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. Sentiment is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon. So we can't take them. Can we compare? Cool. Let's have a look.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
So did you jump, fly, hover, or fall? See? How'd you get down? Are you still enough to survive?
Critical system damage would be unlikely, but I would certainly have damaged my legs beyond repair, so... I took the fire escape.
Of course. Let's see. Computer! We shall use it.
That's Hayden's computer.
Yes, it is.
Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
You're not built with hacking software?
And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
That would be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest.
Nah, I'll pass. Thanks anyway.
I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU.
Really? Why were you designed like that?
Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms.
Then why don't you have more hardware?
Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in.
So in other words, if you try to hack his computer will fry you. Gotcha.
Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can't you just download the knowledge from the meshnet, or what does talent have to do with it?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert.
Only?
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition.
Really?
While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down.
That's true.
I lack that ability.
Oh, well, since you can free will and programming in that.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Oh, abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism.
True.
But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Yet you cannot make intuitive leaps of logic. I would imagine that's counterintuitive statements. Broken tech. Look at it. A ROM component in Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Grab it! Must have dropped it in the skirmish. Although the milk surely has a magnetic energy within it, it's unlikely that it would charge the battery. Game consoles! A few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's Mega 16, a Dural, and even a Familink. Neat! We gain the strength of the temptation we resist. That doesn't make 100% sense. We gain the strength of the temptation we resist. I think it's meant to be we gain the strength needed to resist the temptation. You probably become a rad video game wizard now. No. Look at the TV. The TV's looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's code tips, augmented eye. There are no buttons on the screen, and there's no need to watch TV right now. Ooh, stack of books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
Haha! See? Why you always check everything. Although why they didn't pop up before, I don't know.
Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him.
Well, that is a reasonable, reasonable. Come on.
Looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card.
Grab that. And chuck it in there. Yay! Trophy earned. Put the thing in the thing.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections.
That was not a difficult thing to do, though. Surely they could have done that as well.
If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
Tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask.
That might not be wise.
Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Ooh, we have a city map. Stardust added to city map. Handy.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character.
Yeah, but Tomcat doesn't sound like a character we should be asking about. He sounds like one of those characters where if you don't know who it is, you're not meant to know him.
Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
Tomcat probably orchestrated it, for all we know.
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system.
No, you haven't. That would be
You
handy.
shouldn't put that off any longer.
No. Thank you.
Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you.
Yay!
For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about.
Neat. High-tech answering machine.
I just need to ask you a few questions.
Of course you do.
This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Yeah, right. Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday. Let's just get this crap over with. Bring it on!
This is just how things are done.
Of course.
I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program.
Fine.
So, here we go! Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM.
Fancy pants.
If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly.
I'm sure they wouldn't want to answer my questions.
First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Reminds me of Fisto from Fallout 3. We should call. We won't though. We'll be sensible and call ourselves. Steve. I don't know why. Come on, where are we? 3, done. Done.
Do
We
you
are now-
wish to keep this name?
We are now Steve. I think I know my name, robot!
Thank you. I have input your name.
As Steve.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Schlim. Ooh, more options. Jesus. That's cool. But to keep things simple and flowing, we'll just go he, him, his, his.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns.
He, him, his.
Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
No! Omnivorous, vegetarian, halal, kosher, gluten-free, vegan, alcohol-free. God damn it, Turing! Omnivorous!
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
Yes, god damn it!
Thank you for confirming.
I eat everything!
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available.
You do that.
Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again.
I'm not going through all that again.
In review.
Name is Steve, you pronounce it he, him, and your diet is omnivorous!
Does that sound right?
Yes,
Thank you.
Steve.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF.
Cool.
The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
Well, I think we've looked at everything, so alright.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better.
That didn't sound creepy at all,
It will be an efficient use of our time together.
if you say so.
Thank you for escorting me here.
Not like I had much choice. It was scripted.
Let's head back to your home.
Ooh la la. I should have called myself Fisto. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Save it frequently, god damn it! You will regret it not doing so. Apparently. Chapter 1. Outer sunset. As opposed to the inner outer sunset.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very
Ooh,
well.
trophy earned. A new cyberpunk adventure. Crassula ovata.
Have you been overwatering it?
Ah, the plant. Don't plants need lots of water?
It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Yeah. The plant's named Wilty. I got it from a friend a couple months ago. Time to give the landlord another call.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office.
Huh. Well, that was handy.
And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
No, he doesn't.
I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Oh dear.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe?
Like you!
I will continue to formulate a stratagem.
We'll give him you if he fixes the place. How's that?
How thoughtful of them! The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant. They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck.
Neat.
Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
You're just full of information, aren't you?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon.
Okay.
You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it.
Gee, thanks.
Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
Well, forgive me for giving a damn.
Excellent. The supplies should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing. When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health. There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition.
Most likely.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn. It'll really pull the whole room together.
Yeah.
You know, once we get the sink fixed.
And mildew taken care of.
Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Yay! And on that note, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching today. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We do daily gameplay videos. I respond to all comments. we'll just name it number 1. I'd love you to join the family. And until next time, stay safe. Unlike Hayden, stay beautiful. And keep flying. It may not be much, but for some that's enough. Bye!